Hey, listen, y'all already know what it is. Big Pressure TV. This one right here gonna be another classic. We got an 8 Mile legend, the big honcho, a rapper, actor, hustler, certified businessman. Tell them what we got in the building.
You just told him.
Yeah.
You just told him.
Tell them what it is, though. Let them know what your name is.
My name is Po.G.
Yeah.
Po.G. OG. I ain't your uncle. I'm an OG. I ain't your uncle. I'm an OG. Po.G.
Now listen,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Who was Po.G before the transition of chasing your goals and pursuing your dreams?
Who was Po.G before the transition?
Before the transition.
Oh, so you talking about Old Testament?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Before we get into the new. Before we tap into the new. We got to touch on the Old Testament before we get into the New Testament.
You know, it ain't nothing but gangsterism, you hear that old word. I'm an OG, I ain't your uncle. Hey, gangsterism ain't nothing but gangsterism in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nothing going on in there but murder, robbery.
Yeah.
Adult fornicating, you know, type of stuff. Yeah, that was before the transition. You know, I mean, yeah. I wasn't there. I ain't gonna say I was that bad. Did a lot of wrong things that I ain't proud of, but you know, I think I've asked for forgiveness for those things. I've dealt with karma, I believe, from some of those things, and I accepted responsibility for a lot of things that I've done between me and the Father that the courts don't know about or don't nobody know about.
Oh man.
You know, on whatever it is. Stuff, whatever it is going on. And you know, out there.
Everything real.
8 Mile, huh?
That's it, everything real.
Everything.
Yeah. Now you said 8 Mile, right? Let me say this, bro. 8 Mile, we know that's a legendary street in the city of Detroit, right? Mm-hmm. And we know the movie 8 Mile depicted a particular side of 8 Mile, but you're not from that side. You from a different segment of 8 Mile. You know what I mean? Talk about what was it like growing up on 8 Mile? Like the real, now I ain't gonna say the real, but I'm gonna say the 8 Mile that you know about.
Well, yeah, I know about the 8 Mile that is, which one are you talking about?
The one the movie depicted, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's where we used to be at sometimes. You know, that's right across the street from us. So,
yes, sir.
You know, there was, Baseline Road in the middle, the island in the middle, separate Detroit from Warren or whatever. And, we on this side, it's prostitution and drugs and, and stuff. We kind of brought that into our neighborhood though. Like, it wasn't like that before probably like my guys, the guys I grew up with, we kind of contributed to tearing that neighborhood down and what proliferated after that or whatever. But we used to go across 8 Mile. Well, I did.
Right.
I used to go across 8 Mile right over there to get the bread because that's where it was coming
that's
from.
That's where they guap
with all the bass and all that type of stuff. And they got to come in, they got to pass 8 Mile before they get to 7 Mile, 6 Mile, or wherever they're going. They got to come from over there. So I figured the best thing to do, is to go over there and beat them before they get over here.
Right.
But they didn't like that. They didn't like that.
But you represent the 8 Mile heavy though.
All day.
Stomp down.
Bro, come on. Didn't I? Don't I, bro?
My baby. Now listen, we know you made your rounds hustling in the streets, you know what I mean? That's obvious. It's apparent. People that know.
Yeah.
But at some point you went away, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much time did you do?
I did 2 bits. My first one I did 5. I did 5. That was like from between the age 19 to like 24. And then I came home. I stayed home for like 3.5 years. And I ended up going back for 14. I went back for a cold case. So I was home 3.5 years.
Right.
They ended up bringing the case up on me or whatever. And then I go back for 14 years. Yeah.
What was that experience like for you?
Which part? Like
The
what?
14, I'm far as, talking about, 14 years.
Yeah. Felt like life. 14 felt like life. Going into it, I thought, because I thought I was probably going to get life, do 30 or whatever. They offered me 30. So I'm thinking, I knew what my criminal history was. Black. I didn't have no paid lawyer at the time. Well, I did have one, but I didn't have one. I didn't have enough money at the time to keep him.
Right.
So he got me started. I didn't have it. They came. They brought the case up on me. I didn't have it. They might have caught me a little early. I made a head. Regardless, it was a bad situation. I didn't have. That was a learning experience. Not even having the bread to really fight it the way I want to. But they wasn't trying to give me no chance. You know how the system is. But long story short, what was the story?
We was talking about before, like when you what was the impact of what was it like facing that time?
It felt like life, man. But I prayed, bro.
And the 14 that you did,
because I thought that it was gonna be that way. Went to trial. Well, we got started with trial. Long story short, they offered me 20. I ain't take it. Then they offered me 12 for the crime and 2 for the gun, and I jumped on that. And then, man, I just prayed, man. I just knew that I was gonna get out one day. I knew I was gonna get out, and I knew that when I got out, that I couldn't be coming back, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what the journey was going to be for the 14 years or whatever. It was pretty humbling, very, very learning, very, very educational for me. Probably one of the best things that happened for me.
Most definitely.
I met some great guys like you. I met great guys. Got a brotherhood, got some education out of a couple trades.
Came home polished.
Try to use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
Use it to my advantage.
Can we say you came home polished though?
I mean, you can say that. I ain't gonna say that. You can say that. I appreciate you saying that.
Ain't no doubt. Now listen, let me ask you this, right? In the game, before you went away, you was generating the buzz on the streets as far as you and your team on the music aspect. You was making a name for yourself in the music industry and all that, right?
Lightweight.
But you had one foot in the music industry and you had another foot in the game, you know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. When I look back at it, in retrospect, I'll be like, okay, and I was doing this on the bump. I'm like, okay. I thought when I was home, when I was pursuing the music, we had polish going on, and I'm like, okay, and I'm spending my money into it a little bit. We spend the time in it or whatever, but ain't that really prioritized right, you know what I'm saying? Because we out here in the street life, so not really.
So you was more on the streets than you was in the air.
It was, we were trying to do both.
Right.
It was coincided, because we go make some music, then we go to the strip club or something like that and get
living that shit in real life.
That pretty much.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was it was creating a little buzz. We was creating a little bit. We was making so much music, man. I mean, we had, in-house producers, in-house everything. We just was moving out. And then everybody started, things started happening. Everybody started getting knocked off.
Right.
Things that happen, bro.
Right.
Things that
come with the game.
Things that come with the game. You pursuing certain stuff. You ain't really got your mind right. You got good ideas. You know what I mean? Even if you're thinking of it as a strat, because we was thinking about rap, we thinking about hip hop. Not only do we feel like we talented at it, even then,
right.
Not only do we feel like that then, we looking at it as a way out. These cats now, they trying to act like,
right.
They trying to act like us. They start rapping and didn't want to be
right, gangster.
You know what I mean?
What would you say to a guy like that, though, bro? Yeah, y'all trying to escape gangsterism. They trying to rap and get into the gangster shit. What would you say to a guy who's at that point in their life where they rapping and they not necessarily cut from their cloth, but they need that to validate themselves?
Well, in most cases, if them guys doing that, they whoever behind them or whoever with them is probably telling them that's the only type of content they want them to push.
Right.
Right. I found it funny. I was watching something about Kanye. He was mentioning something about like there's some music contracts where they say you can't even mention Jesus' name.
Right.
Or go in certain studios or even say that in a rap. Bro, that was heavy to me, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
So like
when it come to you, I know that means something.
So them young guys, they gotta, it's the blind leading the blind. You have to understand. Cause see, like I can't say like I'm any different. I talk about some things that I used to do that I don't do no more, or that I'm acquainted with. Some things like that. I have a purpose for what I'm doing, and I'm beginning to be a little more conscious about what I'm saying a little bit because I understand, the words that's coming out your mouth is powerful. So that's what I would tell a young guy that just come to me right. I would tell you to understand that the words that's coming out your mouth is powerful. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You will be held accountable for what come out your mouth, and a lot of y'all ain't about that.
Yeah.
You don't want what's coming along with that.
They ain't ready to
You don't want that. And I'm not acting like I wanted it either, but I've been through it, so I can give you a heads up. You don't want that. Unless you're a straight sucker, because there's a lot of suckers in the penitentiary, and there's a lot of sucker stuff going on, and you might fit right on in there. You might be happy from being a big time rapper or whatever than going in the penitentiary and being a sucker. OG talk, bro. OG talk, right?
Talk that talk, beloved. Let me ask you this. Now listen, you got a unique style. I remember I told you, I said, man, the way you do what you do, I said, you remind me of Biggie, bro. That's some hell of a shoes to walk in, but as far as being from the city and understanding your style, right? Mm-hmm. What influenced that style that you got? Because you don't spit like nobody else.
I appreciate you saying that,
man,
bro.
You already know what it is.
Keep saying it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because I'm saying real shit.
I mean, because that's one of my strongest suits. Keep saying it.
You know what I mean? So you don't spit like nobody else. And you bring the lyricism, you know what I mean? You bring the content. And also a person who has a trained ear, he can tell that you say the shit that you say, you done been through it, you know what I mean? Or somebody that you know who done really been through that shit. So talk about what influenced that style.
Rap entertainers, where it's been some rappers, rappers that influence.
Just period, yeah. It can be the streets.
The neighborhood. It's like, I don't know, the style, I guess.
Po.G style.
It's a combination of a multitude of people, I guess, because you be rapping their songs, Scarface and them.
Yeah. Give me your top three. Your top three right now.
Top three.
MCs, rappers.
Well, we have to put them in category. I can tell you who was very, very influential of them, and I ain't gonna go back to the '80s if we had to cut it. Like my cats was like C-Bo.
Hard bars.
You know what I'm saying?
C-Bo's the truth.
My cats was like E40.
Talk that talk.
A-Ball.
Yeah.
MJG. Them my guys, them was my guys.
Yeah.
So, and then, then we got my other guy. We got the other ones.
Right, ain't no doubt.
Our bigs and, and too short and all them. So I be taking I be hearing a beat sometimes and I just, I do what, I like to be like an instrument in the beat I guess so. That's what influenced it. I try to be like an instrument, like I don't want to really rap over it. I want to be like in it with a flow or whatever. And if you like the flow, you like it. I feel like it's a vibe. If it catch you, then you know what I'm on. If it don't, it don't. I ain't gonna be in no box, bro.
Right, ain't no doubt.
That's what I like.
That's what make you
I'm
you
not
though.
gonna be in no box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it how it sound with me. I appreciate you recognizing that. We gotta get a few more meal, even more to recognize that.
You already know though, my baby. Listen. I respect the crime.
You one of my inspirations too, bro.
My baby.
You one of my inspirations too. I actually, I can say it right here. It's documented, so I ain't gonna be able to take it back. I got a bar from you, bro. I got a bar from you. I actually used it about a week ago. The song with my little brother, Go Crazy Woo. We got a song that's gonna be coming out soon, and I used the bar. Now I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah,
it's a throwback though. It's a throwback though. And if you hear it, and I can say that. I got a bar from you.
You know how we do. Yeah, it's the alley-oop. You know how we do, my baby. Now listen, last summer you had the city going crazy. You and your team, right?
Okay.
With a classic joint. We started it off with the song Classic Joint, The Nigga What, right?
Mm-hmm.
What inspired that song, and how was you able to, or who decided to say, I'm gonna put your man Woo, Sauce God, and I'm talking about y'all had everybody on that motherfucker spit bar, like everybody on that song. And you riding around in the city, motherfucker hearing that nigga what just bumping out the trunk though. You know what I mean? What inspired that? Who? Why did you decide like I'm gonna put everybody on this joint?
Okay, that's a good question because the song was originally done with when we first was making music, Murder City Mafia. When we did a song back in the day, like in '96. We had our first album called Thanks to the Fiends, and we was working on our set.
Thanks to the Fiends. Fiends really supported the cause.
They paid for it, bro. I mean, what are we gonna do, bro? They paid for it. I ain't glorifying it. That's what we doing. That's all we was talking about. I'm even willing to go as far as ledge that I don't even really believe nobody was talking like us about the streets like that.
Right.
At that time.
Not like
that.
And it was real though. It ain't like you was
capping. The album was
capping.
called Thanks to the Fiends.
And you wasn't capping with it.
Out loud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so we did a song called Married to the Mob. And it was about 8 or 9 of us on there or whatever at that time. And it was to the same beat. It's a little bit more jazz. It's a little bit more, got some little more other sounds in it, but it was the same beat. And it was hot then, but so anyway, we never got a chance to really put it out. Well, I didn't because I ended up going to jail. And then, so I wasn't a part of that when it came out. But while I was gone, to be the hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be the classic, you know what I'm saying? To be the classic. I always wanted to rap on it again. I figured I'd use the same formula that we used the last time. And then I had nobody.
So that was an old beat?
No. Which one?
Nigga what?
That's Jam On It. Bro, you know.
That's why that boy. Listen, bro.
Bro, you know that's Jam.
No, listen, bro. You. Cause I didn't even pay attention to it, but I know that motherfucker resonated to the point where it was hard. Like
it was hard, bro. It was hard. Everybody that was on there was handpicked. All real. It was all connections. You know what I'm saying? Like it came together, man. The video shoot was it was pretty epic. It was fun, man. And it was hard trying to get all everybody together.
That nigga was a classic, bro. We can't even, there ain't no cap with that. That shit right there.
Yeah.
Was a classic for the city.
That's the day, he shot the video. He did his thing with the video. You know what I'm saying? Because I can imagine with me now getting off in the editing and stuff like that. And I can imagine what it is to edit 8, 9 different people, different scenes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Putting it together, So.
Let's talk about that. Then you dropped another classic after that, right?
Okay.
Ballin' on the Big Yard.
Yeah.
Big ballin' on the Big Yard. What that shit meant to you, bro?
What that meant.
Listen, talk that talk. I want you to let the people know.
Because we was walking on that little yard, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, I was just thinking about that the other day, man. I was riding And I'm thinking like, I just gave God some glory. I'm sitting up there like I'm riding past a lot of open space, right?
Right.
And that's where they'll have us tucked off at, somewhere far, a whole bunch of open space,
most
gate, something like that. You might catch somebody riding by from time to time. It just felt good to be on the outside riding by, and we used, you on that yard, that was the little yard, bro. Walking that back 40 and walking in that stinking ass child hall, and now we out here. I mean, we was balling in jail too,
Yeah.
All glory be to God. We did well in jail as well. You know what I mean? So, but we home. Everybody that was in the vid, stumped down 100, and they, was on the yard.
Classic.
You know what I mean?
That video was classic too.
It was fun that day, man. It was fun. Everybody, everybody got something going on. Positive, good. We out here on this big yard, baby. There's so much opportunity out here.
Talk that talk.
There's so much opportunity. I be telling people I'm living a dream, bro.
Yeah.
Just having the opportunity to be able to pursue it, bro.
Ain't it beautiful, my guy?
Just to get, whether you fail, you got some stumbling blocks, whatever's going on, just to be able to have the opportunity to pursue them is a win, bro. That's success in itself right there. Because for a cat like me and you, we already did jail and could have been dead, right? So to be able to even be here at this time and have an opportunity to, I think that should be precious, man. There's too much going on, bro.
Yeah, say that, my guy.
Yeah, but that's something else, though.
Let me ask you this. Detroit got the wave right now, right?
Yep.
If you can work with any artist in the city right now, who would it be? As far as who because you can work with some certified artists, some guys who are already making their moves and making their waves, right? Who would you work with right now?
So, let me think, man. Because now, there is some guys, man. Them young boys tearing it up.
They doing their thing.
Tearing it up.
Salute to all of them.
The flow is hot. They killing the beast. They got a way. The wave is going. That's a lot. Big salute to them. A lot of them guys. Babyface Ray, Vez, Po.G, all them guys. But I catch some of them sometime when I hear somebody else playing them. To be honest with you, I don't really be listening to too many. I be so busy focused on what I'm doing.
Right.
Focusing on my craft. Them guys put their work in. You know what I'm saying? Them guys put their work in to get Detroit got away because it's been a nice little body of guys that's been putting that work in. And you can see the results from it in a way. And I just know
this shit go all the way back to Blade, Street Lords, and Cheddar Boys, and now the city finally getting this recognition.
Yeah, I would probably I don't know. I probably would I don't know. Man, I love to do record with any of them niggas, to be honest with you.
My bad.
It's fire anyway. I love,
Say any of them.
Yeah, any of them, what I mean? It'd be fire.
That's real
anyway.
shit. Yeah.
Yep.
How did you and my No Love Peasy link up? Because listen, bro, I'm going to tell you something.
My man.
That motherfucking that Wolves,
Yeah.
when you hang with Wolves, sometimes you become the prey. That's real shit. Like, these boys don't understand. Like, when y'all dropped that one right there, bro, the video, that shit right there was classic. That shit right there was... Man, Lee, you already... Bro, Honcho, you already know. Honcho, you already know what that shit is, right? When y'all dropped that Wolves, man, let me ask you this first of all. Was it real wolves in the video? Because when I saw that motherfucking video, I said, I know my Honcho ain't around. I know you've been around the wolves on the yard, but... Honcho, I saw the wolves in that video. I'm like, man, these real...
No, them wolves on the yard, some of them be some fake ass wolves. I was around some weird wolves in there.
That video was real?
Yeah.
Bro.
Them was real wolves, bro.
That motherfucker right there.
And it was real wolves, man. It took us, first of all, rest in peace to my man, No Love.
Salute to the,
man.
Salute to the guy. He was one of the ones.
I was just thinking about it. He was great to me, man.
Man, he was one of the ones, bro. I was listening to him this morning, man. Before the interview, I'm tapping in with you and him. Yeah.
He was one of the ones. I actually got a song I'm finna put out today called Cross Me with me and him that we did, produced by my guy Pilot Reg. And we had
salute to Polly Reds too. I done seen him riding tall with you and standing tall with you.
Yeah, he's a great one.
That's the one from Atlanta, ain't it?
No, Polly Reds, he with us. Polly Reds from Detroit.
Okay, I thought he was from the A.
No, PC.
Okay.
But, he produced that beat.
Mm-hmm.
But we had it took us about an hour, bro, because being at the Wolves was straight though, bro. I probably shouldn't say this. Probably should just keep it like it's gangster, like we walk in there with a bunch of tough ass wolves. Excuse my.
Cause them motherfuckers look like they was ferocious.
Huh?
Them motherfuckers looked ferocious. I'm
Man,
like,
we stood outside the gate for about an hour before we went in there. They kept trying to get us to come in there. Me, Nolo, my brother Rick, and CD who did the vid. We stood
man, I thought this shit was motherfucking what they call this shit green screen.
And we went in there. We went in there and they was cool. You know what I mean? And they had a few different animals. I mean, they had a multitude of animals on the plate. It would be somewhere, I forget the name. I forget their name. It'll be somewhere, that you can probably go and take some family to. It's up in Muskegon.
Okay.
You can go up there. It's, a little resort or whatever. Resort, not the right word. I didn't want to say plantation. But they got the big old area up there.
Yeah.
They got all type of stuff.
A lot of land and shit.
You can take kids up there and mess with animals or whatnot, and they're not violent.
Right.
Or whatnot.
So they domesticated.
Yeah, domesticated. Dave, I appreciate that layup, bro. But
yeah, you already know.
But so we went in there, man. The song, me and Nolo, we did it in jail. We used to walk on the yard, like I'm saying, on the small yard, and we was rapping in acapella all the time, man. I heard that. We said we was gonna go home and do it. We was gonna try to figure out a way to. We was like, we'd be dope, man. We get some real wolves. It took us a while to come up on that. My man CD, it was a blessing, man. That came together like that, bro. It's one of my favorite records. Man.
That shit right there, classic to me right
real,
now, bro.
It's authentic. It's 100.
Word is bond. I thought that shit right there was green screen. My baby was in the midst of the real deal wolves.
Yeah,
we ain't talking about the wolves on the yard. Yeah, we talking about some real. We talking about real wolves, bro. I'm thinking I said, man, this shit can't be real. Them motherfuckers look serious,
bro. That's what it was, bro. That's what it was. It was a moment.
Hey, what that felt like,
I love
though?
that video. I love, bro, man.
What that felt like to be around that type of shit, though?
It felt like it felt like I was pursuing.
Because y'all wasn't even worried. You didn't even have no care, concern about.
Yeah. Keela got the lot. Keela might have something to do with that, with a little bit of something. Might have some influence with that, where guys, you know what?
My baby's so raw.
I mean, we was out there, bro. We got to do it. It was dope too, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had that experience with my baby, bro.
R.I.P. to the God too, man.
No doubt.
Now listen, you already know, you know how I know what I know, right?
Okay.
Word on the streets, you about to be the new Denzel of the city. Hey, look. Hey, listen, them chops, them acting chops, bro. I just saw a couple of little, I say my baby, I just told my man today, man, I said my Po.G with this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Where that come from, my guy?
Bro, I'm an artist, bro. I'm an artist, bro.
Bro.
I'm saying that humbly, like I'm saying it humbly, bro. Like I'm an artist, bro. God gave me a talent, man. Got a long way to go, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. When I see the results, like I try some things and I'm like, okay, it feel good, it be natural, and then I get good responses, you know what I'm saying, feedback or whatever, and I be like, okay, God got me, like, it's just there, bro. I got some more coming, it's a couple movies that I'm involved in. I can't say too much about it yet because, but
I know
I got a couple roles.
I know you.
Mm-hmm.
You know I know my honcho.
6ix9ine. Huh?
I know my honcho, right?
That's
bro,
right.
I ain't know you was an actor though, bro. But
Right.
I believe when you doing what you do, bro.
For real?
Man, listen, we ain't capping, my baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you do what you do, my baby, I'm like my baby in this shit for real.
Taking this is dead serious, bro.
Have you taken classes?
Living a dream, my baby.
Talk that talk.
Hey, I'm sorry.
No, talk that
I'm
shit.
living a dream, bro. I'm living a dream, bro. I ain't letting nothing stop me from doing what I'm trying to do, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing to nobody, bro. This is what I want to do, and I got a purpose for it. I love doing it. I'm not going to stop doing it. 60, 70 years old. As long as, somebody listening and watching, I'm going to keep doing it. Man, I love it, bro.
Let me ask you this then, bro.
All them years on the bunk, bro.
Man, Talk to
I mean, seeing all these other people, first of all, I feel like I got a little talent with it, but I'm like, hold on, man, they ain't doing nothing no different we can't do.
No.
That's even from being independent, bro. Independent businessman. Like, ain't nobody doing nothing.
And that's what you are. Yeah.
No doubt.
Can't nothing stop.
No.
What's next for Po.G as far as from a musical aspect, from the movies, entertainment, business? Cause you doing your 1-2 step, my baby.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bro. Long way to go, man. Like you said, it's a couple movies I'm involved in.
You can't speak on none of that. Big Pressure TV want the exclusive.
Well, I'll give it to you when it's ready. They said not to say nothing about it yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just using that as an example of how I'm pursuing my craft. It's some real guys got some real things going on.
Oh, man.
And I went in to the cast and worked for my role. You know what I mean? Wasn't given to me, and
So you had to
audition,
bro.
Yeah, we had the audition, man. It felt so good to audition, man, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's different being around actors and being around rappers or fake rap or whatever. It's different, bro. It's a different vibe, bro. Because the actors, man, like with this one setting for sure, it was just the whole vibe was so encouraging and so motivating, bro. Like everybody, you know what I mean? It's all everybody there. It's different, bro.
Yeah,
I liked it, so I'm all in on that. So.
Felt the vibe.
And then
because when you played Mitch, though, let me tell you this: I seen the little skit when you played my. When you played Mitch on Money Making Mitch on Paid in Full,
right?
That's when I said, my baby, serious with this shit.
I appreciate that, bro.
Bro, you played that motherfucker.
Bro. I did.
That shit was so listen. It was so unexpected for me. I'm like, man, my baby about to make it.
Thank you, bro. I received that.
Yeah.
I received that for sure. I received that.
That's real shit. Let me ask you this thing. Say in the name of Jesus. You just segued to the next question, right? Because I know you're a man of God, right?
Front line.
Yeah, front line. That's what they don't understand. I know you one of the ones who.
That's why I ain't playing no games, bro.
Walked that, you know what I mean? You walked that Christian path, stood on your 10, you know what I mean, and stayed true to who you is and who you was. How do you balance that with pursuing your career as far as musically? Because you know, music, hip hop, you're gonna talk that talk. Even acting, how are you able to balance that?
That's a good question, bro. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that too, because it's first of all, it's me understanding who I am.
Talk to me.
I understand who I am. I understand my relationship with God. With Christ. I've studied, like I say, we've studied. I know the truth. I know what's going on. I still got a lot to learn, but when I understood that everybody in the Bible wasn't squares and perfect, Moses, David,
talk that talk. Them boys had bodies. They had bodies.
Jacob,
they was serious guys.
I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That let me know right then, because I had a misunderstanding. I've been going to church with my mother and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really teaching that type of stuff. They was teaching what they was teaching, but I didn't really, or I wasn't grasping it, right? I'm reading that, and it made me kind of attract to God a little bit more. I felt that we can get a relationship now, because I'm like, oh, okay, these guys just like me.
Yeah.
And this who you chose to write the book about that. This who you chose how this book been around for 5, 6, 7,000 years. Some of these characters, these the ones, not the ones that's faking.
Yeah.
That ain't act like they don't got nothing going on, this, that, and the other, or, and God,
We talking about people with real issues, real problems, dealing with real life.
Real life, but they kings.
Yeah.
You dig, they
queens.
They prophets.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. So that helped me know that, okay, God wasn't,
biased.
And he ain't petty.
Yeah.
So, okay, I ain't dealing with no petty God that's looking for reasons to not show me no love.
My man.
Or show me no favor. Or not protect me, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. It was about submitting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's about submitting, submitting to the will of God. And with me doing that, It's a scripture that Apostle Paul say. What is it? Second Corinthians 9. I need to find it. How can I not? 9:22 through something. It's either 1 Corinthians 9:22 or 2 Corinthians 9, where he talks about that I know you would know, that he had become all things into all men in order to win souls to God.
Yeah.
You follow me? I just leave it right there.
Most
you know what I'm saying? You know, to the Jew he became Jew, to the Greek he became Greek, to the weak he weak with the weak. He was joyous with the joyous. He became all things. So when it comes down to my music, a lot is that even though I'm being conscious of my content a little bit, because I got albums I've written already. I want to put out or whatever that's already written, that's on a whole nother tip, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's levels to it. I'm just walking through it. This content, I'm not trying to make music for people in the church that think they got it already or what's going on. I'm trying to talk to the ones. You tapping into the ones in the trenches. To the mud so I can tell them something.
Yeah, let's go.
So I can tell them something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want you to know that, okay, I know what you're coming from. We agree. You know, I know what we done been through. So let me give you some game.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And you know, the method might not be the best method all the
time. I'm going to tell you this, Po.G. You talk that talk, though.
It's in there, though.
That shit real. But listen, you talk that talk in a way where God knows. You can't speak like that unless you've been through it. So you already been through the trenches, right? But I know your goals, I know your objectives, and at the end of the day, you got a message. Mm-hmm. That's what they don't really get. I ain't gonna even say they don't get, but that's what most people may not understand. You got a method with the madness. So you gonna give them the glory, you gonna give them the streets, you gonna give them the popping bottles, the living the life and all that. But at the end of the day, I'm leading you somewhere that's going.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And now that I think about it, like you really think about this, right? And I don't make my music like I don't rap for 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds. I'm not discriminating. I can do music with them and be slapping them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't make mine for that crowd, right? But I do what I do really to talk to that crowd.
Yeah.
Right? If I was able to
get a
big enough platform or, whatever the opportunity to be where I can say something or whatever. But even like if you think about our crowd, maybe a demographic from 35 to 52 or whatever it may be, right? But end up in there, like popping bottles, and we talk about certain stuff I can talk about, rap about, but we kind of got different issues though, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, our issues is kind of different, at this point.
Versus a young guy.
Right, we kind of been through that. Our issues is a little different. You know, we dealing with household issues. We working, whatever, domestic things, you're dealing with family, everybody,
you got your business.
It's all you got business. Stuff you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not really popping bottles all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know guys, to be honest, I don't really know guys, like, I ain't seen crack since I've been home, bro. You feel me? That's a testament to me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying I ain't seen crack, I ain't seen heroin, bro.
Yeah.
Only reason I see guns is everybody have guns around.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Legit. But I'm saying, like, that's a testament from, I ain't, who gonna say I ain't never gonna see drugs no more? That tell me that I ain't around people that,
ain't no doubt.
Or around people that's around people that way.
Ain't no doubt.
You feel what I feel like? So
you done made the transition, and you real with it.
It's a method to it, man. And God ain't, God is not, I'm not gonna justify it, but God ain't petty, bro.
No.
So I, walking that line, I let him use me, whatever instrument, whatever way, we gonna do it. You know what I mean? But I'm on front line.
Off top. You been on front line.
On front line.
You been on front line. You on front line.
It's different drip, bro.
Yeah.
It's different drip.
Yeah.
You understand? You can have on diamonds, bro. Mink coats. I said that before. You drive whatever you want to drive. Go do what you want to do. And you got trying to put yourself all in this box or whatever. It make people run away from God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on front line. I'm with Christ. I'm blessed, bro.
I can attest
got a long
to
way to go. I'm saying, but I'm blessed, bro. So
I
already know what I'm saying is real.
Yeah.
I know I know what I'm saying is real. So can't nobody really tell me nothing about that. Not saying can't nobody tell me nothing, but like you can't judge like
what you doing and what God got for you, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Because I don't idolize. Like it was a point in time that it is a difference. If you trying to go out, you robbing and killing and obtaining some Cuban chains or something like that, or get you, a bust down or whatever, you going about it that way, it's consequences that come with that. You can actually get
Cause
this
you ain't
stuff
even
different
want.
way.
Hey, listen, you ain't even want to put the Cardis on for the video. You wanted to have on some other top of the line shit. But I'm like, I need the.
Okay, I see you be on your thing, though, bro. You got a beautiful thing
Hey,
going on, bro.
I'm
telling you, bro.
I told my baby, put them Cardis on. Now let me say this to you. If you can say something to a young guy out there right now, right? You know, a lot of young brothers may come from single parent homes and they caught up in the situation, they misguided or whatever the case may be. What would you say to a young guy who going through it, bro? Who might be out there right now, who was in your shoes when you was coming up, you know what I mean? And you up and coming and you think you making your bones, but at the end of the day, this young guy lost. He needs some guidance. What would you say to him?
I would first say, seek first the kingdom of God, and all his righteousness will be added to you. That's what I would first say.
Break it down.
I would first say that, but then I understand that would probably come off, even though that's fact and that's true, that's where you would start.
They may not understand.
That would come off politically or some kind of religiously correct,
Right.
You beat me down with the Bible. That's what, but I'm going to say that to plant the seed.
Most definitely.
Right. And then, I mean, I would say, I don't care what you've been through, okay? Whatever a man been through, we don't have any excuses. You make your bed, you lay in it. What I would tell the young guys, you make sure you be responsible for the decisions you make, because you becoming you your own man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to lay in your own bed. Trust me.
Ain't nobody gonna be there with you.
So when you making decisions, because there's a difference between mistakes and bad decisions.
Right.
Okay, mistakes. Miss certain things. You miss the mark. You miss something. You may didn't have control over. Bad decisions is bad decisions. You have to lay in that, man. It's a lie,
man.
It's a lie. Everything
that you think you know, that you thought you learned, that you thought
it ain't work. It's a lie. Now I can't. Some people might be all right with doing time. I know people that they gonna live by it, die by it. They gotta go to jail. They go to jail. They probably gonna tell on everybody too. You know what I mean? So if that's what you want to do too, or whatever, then you live in your bed. But there's a lot of opportunity out here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of opportunity out here. It's no excuse. It's no excuse, man. If you out here, it's no excuse.
You got a chance.
You got a chance, man.
One of the greatest things I learned, though, love, not to
I
cut
can say
you off.
so much on that. Please do, bro.
And listen, everybody, people don't, like with a young guy, he don't understand that you always got options. You always got opportunity, right?
Right.
But when you come up in that life, you come up in them streets, you don't really understand that you got options.
Yeah.
And if you become aware of the fact you got options, and that options leads to opportunity, right? So you can make a choice or a decision that may not ill affect you, but they may be beneficial to you. That's what the young guys don't really get, though. So you got to always make choices and decisions that's going to benefit you versus be detrimental to you, man.
Yeah.
And they don't really understand that, because they live in a reality that is not conducive of who and what they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep going, bro.
No, but they fall on, how we do, bro. Listen, they fall on the path that somebody has already dictated or orchestrated for them.
Yeah.
They not fall on the path that God laid down for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we talking about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So when you tap into that reality or that principle, hey, man, you know what I mean? You're going to be the best you that you can be, man. But you ain't going to let nobody diminish your value.
Right. And what you don't have is excuses, bro.
Yeah, ain't no excuses.
My dad didn't play that, bro.
No, excuses don't exist.
Or whatever. If he told me and my brothers, he told us anything. Anybody know my dad? They know what my dad was on or whatever. That it was about being responsible, bro. That's being responsible, bro. That go a long way. That cover a whole lot.
Having the ability to respond. It's all on you. Don't fall on nobody else.
You're responsible for your actions. That'll cut ratting down too. You be responsible for your actions. It'll cut unbalanced households out if you're responsible for your actions.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? You're responsible for what you do. And education.
Most definitely.
Not that fake education.
Yeah.
educating yourself about what it is you want to do, educating yourself about yourself. I'm in the mirror all the time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the mirror all the time.
Talking to yourself.
Trying to figure it out, bro. You know, there's some things I like and some things I don't like, but that's, you know.
That's how you balance.
And then if you happen to be blessed enough that you can find somebody you can sharpen some iron with.
Cause you know they say man sharpen man like steel sharpen steel, so.
Young boys, man, the younger cats. I mean, shoot, the older ones too, man.
Yeah.
It's I'm trying to see, you know, I'm trying to see that balance, man, in between, you know, that gap, man. They've been putting work on us psychologically for so long, bro.
Most definitely.
And creating so much distance, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And you know, I'm optimistic about it though. But young boys, man, I don't want to hear nothing about you ain't had no father, bro.
Yeah. No excuses.
None of that, bro.
No excuses.
I mean,
just
them
get
realities. There's some things.
Yeah,
you know
but just get to it.
Them ain't crutches.
Show and prove.
Yeah, show and prove. You know what I mean? You know,
Cause we all been through it.
You know all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, cause I've seen it a lot, bro. Them young boys, all they do, everybody do, they go to the penitentiary, they start running around in gangs, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we already.
Blind leading the blind, which was set. Oh man, don't get me going with all that type of stuff. What are we talking about?
We gonna say that. Listen, we gonna
what
say
we
that.
Talking about, I'm about ready to get on my Kanye shit, bro. You know.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Hey, but listen, y'all already know what it is, man. It's Big Pressure TV. This is part one. We got the one and only Po.G in the building. The God, 8 Mile legend. Certified. What you about to say?
Man, I just got a text. I want y'all to remember me saying this. This is exclusive. I'm glad to be here with my brother today. I just got a text. I'm going to need to take this call when we get through. But I just got an important text, man.
What it say?
God is good.
Listen. Tell the people what the text say, bro. Cause it got to be something exclusive.
It's from a friend.
Another deal?
It's from a friend
Look at my guy.
It's just crazy. It's from a friend. It's just crazy. I was just saying I'm about ready to get on my Kanye stuff. This is one of my friends that Kanye be talking about.